Hello, my name is Michelle Carlson, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Eagan, Minnesota. Welcome to my card videos. I'll be posting monthly videos to showcase current products from Stampin' Up! These projects are designed for the beginner and casual paper crafter in mind. I'll be making easy, simple projects that you can use any stamp set, ink, and paper colors to create your own projects. Let me show you what we are working on today. This month I'm featuring the Poised Peony stamp set with the Floral Delight Designer Series paper. The Poised Peony stamp set is located on page 28 in the 2024-2025 annual catalog. This is one that can be easily missed in this catalog. It has cling stamps and 6 stamps in the set. This is a beautiful outline flower designs and has 3 common greetings to use for multiple occasions. In my thoughts, hello, and best birthday wishes. The Floral Delight Designer Series paper is new in the 2025 January to April mini catalog. These come in 12 by 12 sheets, and you receive 12 double-sided sheets, 2 of each of the 6 that are shown on this sheet. So each one has the front and the back of the sheets you get. The coordinating colors are Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Pecan Pie, and Pool Party. Now it's time to make the project. We have a thick basic white card base, which is measured at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. 2 basic white pieces that are measured 5 1/4 by 4, one's for the outside and one's for the inside, and another basic white piece that is measured at 4 1/4 by 3. And then we have 4 strips of designer series paper, which is measured 3.5 by 1. The first thing we're going to do is take one of our 5 1/4 by 4-inch pieces of paper, and we're going to emboss it with the distressed tiled embossing folder. And we're going to use the cut and emboss machine. And what you need is just your plate 1 and your plate 4, as this is a 3D embossing folder. So what I'd like to do is measure, just get my paper straight, and there's a line here at the bottom, so I like to line it up at the bottom here so that I can get a nice straight print on my paper. And let's see here. Okay, good enough. Okay, and then you just lay this on your die cut 1, and then just lay the 4 on top. Always have a plate on top of your embossing folder. It just helps protect it and makes a nice even press when it goes through the machine. And sorry that this phone is kind of shaking a little bit, but as we just gently put it through, and I just use the crank on the side to put it through, you'll get an impression on your paper, just like so. Isn't that pretty? So the next thing we want to do is to stamp on our smaller basic white piece of 4 1/4 by 3, and I'm using the large flower in the stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it up in Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So we'll just get that all inked up here. And I have a piece of paper underneath because this stem will come off a little bit. I'm just going to line it up on the right side of the piece of paper. Like that. And then just firmly press, don't rock. And there's your image. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to ink up Best Birthday Wishes. You can do any ink on for your greeting, but I'm just going to use black this time. Just firmly press don't rock. And there you go. Okay. So what I'm going to use is the Stampin' Blends. And I'm going to use Old Olive, dark and light, and then Daffodil Delight, dark and light. And what I like to do, I mean, everyone has their own technique of how to use Stampin' Blends. And I just like to, kind of use my markers to color and as quickly as possible, right? So I'm going to take the dark because I like to use the dark first. Some people like to use the light first and then kind of go back and forth. But this is the quick and easy way of how I want to blend. So I'm just doing a little bit of outline, and that helps to keep the color inside the lines too. And then just kind of highlight. And then there's some open spaces, so just try to close those up, right? So that we don't have it open because that would look kind of weird. And then just kind of highlight on the sides of these, like the sun is coming down like shadows on your flower. And this is really easy to do. So I'm just showing you because this is quick and easy to color. Oh, in the middle, and then some of this. That looks good. Oh, and then I forgot about that. So just a little bit of highlights on all the leaves. And then I'm just going to color it in. And I always like to use there's a nub edge and a brush edge. And I like to use the smaller end just because I feel like I have more control than the brush. Also, so then I'm just going to blend that dark over so that you get dark in the light. Sorry if the camera's shaking too much. I don't usually color on video, but I'm just kind of expanding a little bit outside just the ink and paper with using other things, but these are still simple, easy projects to do. And then we'll take the dark Old Olive, and I'm just going to color on the veins of the leaves. Just bring those out a little bit, like that. Oops, and like that. And then take the light Old Olive and color that in. Now it depends what you're coloring and things of how you want things to look. But this is good enough for this because this is a nice open outline image that you don't need to do a lot to it. But just give it some kind of depth of color and interest is what you want to kind of portray with these blends. I'm probably not being very careful. It's hard to color when you're not when you're not sitting down, and I'm standing up, and it's not the best, doing the video when the video camera's in your face. But anyways, you get the idea. So that is how that looks. And I'll bring that a little bit closer so you can see that. So as we're letting that dry a little bit, we're going to put on these strips on our embossed piece of paper here. So what I like to do is put the outside strips, and I'm going to put them this way so that we have a good style, or the designs, the colors are evenly spread out. You don't really want two greens or two yellows that look the same together, or whatever colors you're using. So I'm just trying to get a nice border on this side, down here, and on top. Okay, it's all the same. This might be, and I like the glue because then you can kind of move it over if you need to. There we go. Before it adheres down, but you have to be careful, or you have to be fast because it does dry quickly. And with the glue, just a tip, all you need is a little bit just going around the edges here. You don't have to go in the middle. It's sometimes if you use too much glue, it gets too wet, and then then it's like a big soggy mess. Or you get glue all over your fingers too, and that's not good. I'm just trying to eyeball, so that's even. This I might okay. Well, now that's down. Let's see here. That one I can move over a little bit. Okay. Okay, just being kind of picky, but you kind of want it the same on both sides, right? Same measurements. Okay, and then I think I'll have this one over, or is this? So now you can decide, should it be like this, or this, or this, or this way? I think I like it this way, because it's kind of a similar pattern to that. And also using the glue on a rough surface, like an embossed surface, it adheres better on as it goes into the grooves, as because it's up and down and bumpy. Whoa. So just kind of get it an even spacing here, and top and bottom, and then we'll put this on. And it's good to have like non-directional patterns. I mean, you can have a directional pattern, but then but just make sure you're putting it on the correct way. All right, so now that we got all our strips on here, then we're going to put this on top with dimensionals. So I got my dimensionals here, and I just put one on each corner and one in the middle. So we'll try to hurry up and get those on the corners. And somewhere in the middle here. Okay, and then take off the pieces of paper. Ugh, that one's being stubborn. Okay, and then just kind of center it. Okay, that's getting stuck onto my fingers. Must have some glue on the fingers, so just put it so it's nice border all the way around. So you see all the designer series paper, so it's even here, top and bottom. And then we're going to take our card base, our bone folder, right? There we go. Give it a nice crease. And then I always like to see if, because sometimes I don't get it quite even. So just make sure the short side's on the back. So I'm just going to glue this to the front. So we'll do that. And then again, just some glue around the edge. Not too close to the edge, but not too far away either, because it'll spread out. There we go, just like that. And we're going to center it on the white. It's nice that you have a little bit of movement with the glue, so you can get it on there the way you want it. Okay, I think that's That's good enough. Okay, and then I just like to rub on the back and make sure it's all, paste down. You could do that before you put this on so it's nice and smooth. So either way, it doesn't matter, yeah. Just, this can be put on next after you put it on your front of the card. Anyway, now we're going to use embellishments. And I got this Daffodil Delight 1/8 inch satin ribbon. I thought that would look really cute on this card. So I'm just tying it into tying a bow. So just, I get the tail's too long, and then it's like you're wasting a lot. And you cut it off, so I don't want to do that. Oops. Okay, here we go. I just want a little teeny tiny bow. I want that a little bit smaller. Does that look good? Let's see. I know I'm being a little bit picky here, but okay, that looks good. And then so take your ribbon scissors, and mine's marked with a ribbon, so I know that's the ribbon scissors. Cut that off and this off a little bit. So, and then stick it on with the glue dot. So I don't know why it's sticking out like that, but whatever. I wanted them to come down a little bit, but it's not happening. There it is. Okay. So then I take a little glue dot, use your, take your pick tool, and I like to just bring this glue and put it into a ball like that, and then put it where you want it. So I just want it underneath the flower here, and I'm probably going to cut this off a little bit more, and this too. Okay, it's kind of, and then just place it on your glue dot, just like that. Yeah. And then this is the party dots, and I've used all the pretty in pink, but you have Pool Party, and then you have Daffodil Delight. So I thought that's perfect for my Daffodil Delight card. I'm just going to put a large one here, like so, and then a couple small ones right here, and another one right there. So just adjust it up. There you go. So for the inside, so this is the large flower I use for the outside. The inside, I'm going to use this medium-sized flower. And then, of course, when you decorate your envelope, just use that in the corner, the bottom left-hand corner of your envelope. We are going to use the Memento black ink again. So I'm just going to ink this up. And that should, oops, I think I missed some on the leaf there. That looks good. And then just stamp it in the corner here. And then we'll also be coloring that in with the same Stampin' Blends. So since you already saw how I did that here, I'm not going to do that on the video, but it's the same type of concept. So here is the inside of how that looks like. So I'm going to show you some other cards. So I'm going to put that there. Here, I can bring that down a little bit. And here is one with the citrus paper. Citrus Blooms, I think it's called, but it's the blue and white side. And not all these have insides, so I'm not going to open it up. And then this one is with the Country Inn paper, designer series paper. And I did Balmy Blue there. And then this one is that Go to Market paper. So we have those four with some of the annual catalog paper. Also, I'm going to just move that over there, I guess. This one I use the celebration. Celebration is going on right now in February till February 28th. So if you have this Bloom Impressions designer series paper, you can use that. And this is the one I have finished with the inside, and then that with the little rose, or the little peony, sorry, on the envelope. So as you can see how that all matches. And you can get this paper free with a $60 purchase. And then I made this one, the designer series paper is the Wildflower Celebrations designer series paper. And I use the other side that doesn't have the gold with the nice fun subtle patterns. And then this stamp set is the special stamp set that you can get if you join Stampin' Up, and that's for option 1. So the option 1 join offer is this stamp set with your choice of 2 of the 4 color Stampin' Right markers, the color collections. So you can choose from subtles, regals, neutrals, and brights. So, which is a really good deal. So yeah, so a lot of fun cards that you can make just out of this one little stamp set. You will find the measurement and product list on my website, michellesstamping.com, and click on card videos, and in the drop down, click on 2025 cards. If you enjoyed this project, give me a thumbs up and or add a comment below. I would love to hear from you. If you make a card, please feel free to add it to the comment underneath this video. I would love to see your cards and what stamp set and paper you used. I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and help you with any paper crafting supplies you may need. If you'd like a paper copy of the catalogs and or to receive my newsletter, please email me at michellesstamping@gmail.com. All these links are below under the video for your convenience. Please click on the subscribe button, it's free, to my YouTube channel so that my videos will be in your notifications when I post a new video. Thank you for watching and happy stamping!